Uh, we are pleased to inform the presence of the Senator Heráclito Forte, member of the Commission of External Relations of the Brazilian Congress in this event. To continue this presentation of the second part of this workshop, we invite Dr. Roberto Ventura to make his presentations, evaluation, and forthcoming steps.
Well, good morning. I was in charge to get some summary about the seminar and also to think about some forthcoming steps. But before going through what I have thought about this for the forthcoming steps, I would like to give some words to thank for the organization of this seminar. I'm in charge of seminar too, but I think I should mention specifically the Ministry of Mines and Energy, also the Ministry of Defense, mainly the Commission for Ocean Resources. I also like to thank the Ministry of Brazil Foreign Affairs. And ISA has also a very important role for the seminar to happen. And as Kaiser said, this is the beginning of a new kind of cooperation, and hopefully with other Latin American countries, and also with African countries, and also with other countries that has already been doing some research in the ocean floor. I'd like also to give a special thank to CPRM, this is the Brazilian Geological Survey, and to Petrobras, which made available, for instance, all the internet transmission. As you already know, all the seminar was transmitted by internet, and I checked a few minutes ago, we had more than 2,500 entrants or connection to the internet. So this is a quite, I mean, from my opinion, is a quite good number for people that try to follow the presentations and even to give their comments through the web. I was in charge to think about what should we do next. So next slide. This is some important points that I tried to gather from the presentations we had in these 2 days. The first one is that the area and its resources are the common heritage of mankind. This is a very important issue because I think everyone should be committed to do science and take care of this very important area of the Earth's surface. Marine mineral resources should be an important contribution to global peace and security. Mining coal design and construction, and a major step is still required to establish exploitations regulations in the area. Marine scientific research in the area should be encouraged and promoted. So we saw in those 2 days very, very nice advance in scientific research in the area. And something very important that came out was also genetic resources and marine environment protection are major concerns regarding future mineral exploitation. And I think that not only for the area, but also for instance, the Brazilian platform, what I think is that we have to do lots of studies concerning environmental impact, environmental issues, concerning exploitation of mineral deposits in the oceans. Prospecting and exploration, as well as future exploitation, are accompanied by major scientific and technological development. This is something very important that I think we learned here today, these 2 days, is that to go to the sea and mainly to go to deep water, we do need to have resources, and not funding only, but also lots of technological and, of course, human training. And deep marine studies require major investments in human resources. This is something very important too, and I really think that Brazil is trying to do that. So in the last 5 or 6 years, the Brazilian government has really put some effort to better know its platform. And now, do the seminar, this is the first step of Brazilian government also, and all the institutions here present to think about what can we do concerning the deep oceans outside our Brazilian platform. So next slide, please. Próximo. Oh, this is what summary about what we learned about the South Atlantic. And South Atlantic is a very slow spreading ridge, as Mr. Fouquet and who mentioned in his talk, and has potential for massive sulfide deposits, manganese crust, polymetallic nodules, besides other very important mineral resources. There is a general lack of marine geological data in South Atlantic. For instance, not many massive sulfide has been described so far. So we saw mainly yesterday that there are lots of red dots or red areas in the North Atlantic region, but we do not have many or maybe studies concerning the South Atlantic region, which means that we have lots of things to do in this area. Yesterday was very clear for me too that developed countries are open to promote training and scientific cooperation, and this is something very important for us. And also that on the other hand, developing countries are interested in cooperation. So that means, next slide, that when I think about the future, this is the big question mark. And I think that one thing that rise to yesterday with that we do need some kind of international cooperation. And this is what I want to bring for discussion. I'm not going to have lots of slides to present, and I am kind of proposing to open some kind of discussion concerning mainly what should we do in terms of international cooperation concerning the South Atlantic. And next slide. And I think about what would be a possible scenario. I mean, this is like try to provoke the discussion concerning this kind of international cooperation. And what I envisage in a possible scenario is develop a joint project in South and Equatorial Atlantic that includes developed and developing countries. I think that Kaiser's presentation was very nice in that regard. That really show that Brazil is really trying to get knowledge on how to do things in the ocean, and even we have some projects concerning the areas outside our Brazilian jurisdiction. And things very important for that too is to define a common scientific cooperation strategy. This is what I heard yesterday, and I agree this is very important. The project, my opinion, will be accompanied by technological development and training. And this is, I think that we in Brazil have very good technological development, for instance, for oil and gas prospection, but this technology is not really available for mineral resources. So I envisage that we can really try to work hard on that to get some of this technology and knowledge of oil and deep oceans to better understand, to better know what we have at the ocean surfaces, even at very deep waters. And finally, I think that ESA, which is the international authority, has a very, very is a keyhole concerning integration among interested members. So I think that ESA is, in my opinion, should be even stronger in the center of this discussion, and also of this integration, how to get a proposal for the South Atlantic. And well, this is the possible scenario. I think I don't think I can go beyond that. And the next slide, I'd like to thank you and open Próximo. And I think open some kind of discussion about what should we do next and what are our next steps. Thank you very much.